friends, if you are a single lady out there, maybe in real life searching for love, you have tried to put yourself out there but nothing is happening, or maybe you have been on the dating apps and sites trying your best to find that right guy but it's not happening. I know, I'm aware, at some point you start asking yourself questions. Will it ever happen? Or I'm just giving myself false hopes. Maybe I am chasing a dream that will never come true. So the lady in our today's video at some point started talking to herself like that. And due to her past experience with men, tells you at some point started telling herself, maybe I will be safe without a man. But as you know, guys, you can be like, I don't want a man, I just want to be like this. But then the loneliness starts hitting you. So that's what happened to the lady in our today's video. But in the end, with all the questions that she asked herself, maybe I'll never find anyone, maybe love is not meant for me, eventually God brought the right guy in her life and she found love in a way that will shock you all. So sometimes when you come to ask me these kind of questions, you have asked yourself and you're tired, you decided to come to Bella. Bella, do you really think I'll ever find love? Maybe I'm just meant to be alone. So I always look at you and smile. Why I smile? Because I know if you really wish to find someone, you want that right guy, God is watching you. God is listening to you. God is seeing all your efforts. Eventually will bring that man. He might bring that right guy on the dating apps and sites, if you're searching on the dating apps and sites, or might bring that guy in real life. But one thing for sure, God will eventually bring that right guy in your life. So dear ladies, do not give up, okay? No matter it seems impossible, it's not impossible. It's very difficult, yes, but not impossible. With all that said, this takes us to our today's video. Our today's video is going to be a story time of a Tanzanian lady by the name of Nis in her late 30s who found love in a way that never expected, that will shock you all. But not only shock you guys, you're going to learn lots of new things. I always tell you, every love story I share on this channel is different. So guys, let's get started. So dear friends, we are going to be starting Nis's love story with a bit of her life background. Tells you they were born to her and her twin sister. When it came to her parents, tells you that her parents had a very toxic relationship. Cannot tell you they had that healthy, happy marriage. Not at all. Why is that? The dad used to cheat a lot on her mom. It kept on going like that until both parents were found sick. After finding out they were sick, they started taking medication, the medicines, every single day. Tells you was young but can still remember her parents taking medicines every single day. But even after finding out that they were sick, the man never stopped cheating on the wife. Kept on cheating. Every day there could be fights in the house and the kids could be there watching. This is what I've been telling most of the single mothers, that if you are searching for love, you had a relationship, it went so bad, you remained as a single mom, now you want to find love again, choose wisely. Because if you choose wrongly, do not think that whatever happens between you and that man will affect only you. It is going to affect even your kids. Even if they are little, the things they will see while growing up, that toxic relationship, it will remain in their memory till adulthood. And you can hear from Nis tells you they were young. Her and her sister were 9 years old, but can still remember everything that happened when they were young. So life kept on going like that, and then her mother started getting really sick, became very sick, was taken to the hospital, and what she can remember, when the mother was taken to the hospital, never came back alive. Tells you they cried a lot when their dad came to talk to them. And I can relate, guys, because for me, I lost my mom when I was 8 years old. But when I lost my mom, I never cried, guys. I never cried the whole time. I was shocked. Yes, I wanted to cry, but the tears couldn't come out. Even on the burial day, I was there seeing my mom getting buried, but the tears could not come out at all. It is later, like now, sometimes when I sit down, I think of my mom, I cry, but at that time I couldn't. With Nice, tells you they cried. So after the burial and everything, they remained with their dad. But remember, this wasn't that good dad. Was a dad that could leave the kids with a wife and do whatever he does, comes back in the evening at home. So kept on doing what he used to do when the wife was alive. The neighbors kept on seeing what was happening, this guy leaving small kids at home alone, and they confronted him. So after being confronted by the neighbors, decided to pay a visit to his late wife's sister. Was like, you should come and take your sister's kids, because I cannot take care of them. I have a lot of things to do. And because the aunt really loved the nieces, went to take the kids. Took the kids to her house. Nice tells you the first few weeks was okay. The aunt was married. But then after 3 weeks of staying at her auntie's place, the auntie's husband started harassing Nice. Started with Nice and then followed the twin sister. Nice is such a calm lady. Even when she was young, had the same character. So couldn't face the aunt and start telling the aunt that your husband has been doing 1, 2, 3, 4 to me and my sister. But the younger sister had of a more strong character and an extrovert. So had to confront the aunt and tell the aunt everything that was happening. The aunt never punished these kids, listened to them, and acted very, very fast. Had to call Nice's father and wanted them to sit down, at least take these kids to a boarding school, stay there. Away from the husband, away from this irresponsible father that couldn't look after them. But when called Nice's father, he never wanted to know anything about Nice and the twin sister. So what this aunt did, had to call Nice's godmother. Was a best friend to Nice's mother. So talked to her and was like, please, if you can help me, take Nice and the sister. I will make sure I'll be bringing food and everything they need. What I want is where these girls can stay. So Nice's godmother was okay with it, came and took the girls at her place. That is how they were able to escape everything that her auntie's husband was doing to them. Kept on going to school. Tells you that godmother was really good. Calls her mother, not even godmother, due to how that godmother treated her and her twin sister. So as they kept on schooling, Nice's aunt managed to sell land. She had a land. So after selling that land, was able to take Nice and the twin sister to a boarding school. So now they were big, big girls. Yeah, so the studies continued and eventually graduated. After graduating, both of them found jobs. Her twin sister found a job in Kenya and Nice found a job in Dar es Salaam, whereby they grew up in Kagera region. So she moved from Kagera to Dar es Salaam and her sister went to Nairobi, Kenya. Kenya. So as her sister was in Kenya working, eventually found a Kenyan guy, a good one, and got married. But on Nice's part, never found anyone. Yeah, started getting heartbreaks, you know how it is, or how it can be sometimes, you know, to some ladies. I know some are lucky, you know, like Nice's twin sister. When it comes to love, it's so easy. You find love easily without struggling, without trying so hard, without even putting yourself out there. Love just finds you. Yeah, so that was the case. But with Nice, it was totally different. Kept on dating guys, and eventually heartbreaks. They end up playing her, which made Nice starting to have mixed feelings, because still was hurt, had the memory of what the dad used to do to her mother, and then her auntie's husband. So sometimes her mind could tell her, maybe you shouldn't trust men, you should stay single. But on the other side, her sister is married, has kids, and started feeling so lonely. And that's what made her to keep on trying on relationships, but still nothing was happening. So at work, used to work in this private clinic, and at that private clinic, of course, used to come different patients. So there was this girl who used to go at that clinic frequently. The girl had a chronic infection, that's why could visit the clinic frequently. To an extent, became friends with Nice, and they used to live in the same area. So when they became friends, started hanging out together, and one time they were talking about dating, men in general, and the friend made a comment that actually hates men, because this girl had gone through a lot with biological dad. The dad used to sexually abuse her, so that made her to hate men completely. So as she was talking to Nice understood her, because had gone through the same situation with her auntie's husband. So they talked, and she even shared what she went through with her auntie's husband, and oh my god, that made them really closer. You know, when you talk to someone and you find that you have similar stories, when she talks, you can relate. Oh my god, that friendship can be unbreakable. So their friendship kept on growing stronger, and the friend opened up to Nice that was dating a guy online, an American guy, whom she had found him on Afro introductions. But on the side, apart from the American guy, Nice's friend had lots of boyfriends. This girl had a boyfriend who used to pay for her gas, had a boyfriend who used to pay for her electricity, had a boyfriend who was a taxi driver. Whenever she wants to go somewhere, I could call that taxi driver. Also sometimes could share the goodies with the landlord. Oh my god, I'm laughing, but it's not a good thing. So when Nice came to find out about that, I told you Nice is a calm lady and is a lady that grew up well. The good mother grew them up very well. So after noticing what the friend was doing, actually told her that I don't think it is good to use people at all, because the American guy is sending money, and then you have men lined up to pay bills for you. The friend was like, I told you, I hate men. The only thing I can do, like, to revenge is to use them. But these men are not the dad, you know, that sexually used her. She was taking it on all men. So Nice was disagreeing with whatever she was doing with men, but she's a friend already. So they kept on being friends, and after seeing how the American guy used to treat very well, send her money and be there for her whenever she needed him, and they had not met yet in real life, was like, maybe I can also try my luck on the dating apps and sites, I can find a good man just like the American guy. Yeah, registered herself and started searching for love on Afro Introductions. Nice tells you, surprisingly, after registering, no white guy showed interest in her. Only black men around the world, and gave them a chance. Tells you, chatted with this Canadian guy, was black but Canadian, chatted for 4 months, all was going well, and Nice had thought found the one, but was wrong, guys. Very, very wrong, because that Canadian guy had a wife. Yeah, so when she found out, was so hurt and kept on losing trust in men, deleted Afro Introductions, decided to keep on with her work. Tells you her salary wasn't all that much, so could not afford to go out every weekend, to enjoy life, but because had a friend that had lots of men paying for her bills and had the American guy that always sent her money, the friend could take her out and they could go to these beautiful, beautiful places to enjoy every weekend. Their weekend could start on Thursday evening. So Thursday evening they could go out, Friday, Saturday, and it could end on Sunday, because Monday they both had to go to work. Nice's friend used to work at this electronic shop at Kariakoo. If you're Tanzanian, you know Kariakoo. So yeah, on Nice's friend, all was fine, her life moving smoothly, never wanted even to get married. But the American guy had plans of marrying her and knew that the lady was serious, wanted a serious relationship. So started telling her wanted to come to Tanzania to meet her in real life, and all this could share with Nice. That, this American guy wants to come to visit me, but I don't want him here and I don't want to meet him ever. I'm just using him. So came up with lots of excuses and told the guy had to understand and did not come. Tried again the second time, brought excuses. The guy understood, but kept on sending her money because she was so good at talking and convincing that American guy that she is real and wants to stay with him. That's why the relationship kept on going. I remember last time I was even talking to guys when I did a video here that if you are a single guy, you are on the dating apps and sites searching for love, sometimes it is good to involve even one person that you really trust. Share with that person about your journey, because not every woman on the dating apps and sites that says I'm searching for a relationship is genuine. Some are just there to use men, just like Nice's friend. Same way, not all men online that say they are looking for a serious relationship or they are looking for a woman to marry are genuine. Some are just there for virtual sex, to receive nude pictures from you. Some are scammers. I've got some stories here of how some ladies were scammed online by men. So when using these dating apps and sites, please be clever. Find that one person that you trust and share your journey with. Maybe that person might shine your eyes and tell you, hello, be careful. Or if you don't have anyone or you can't trust anyone about your online dating journey, please, right now we have social media. The information is out there. Red flags while dating an African woman. Red flags while dating on a long distance with a Filipina lady. Look for that information. It will come up. Even you as a lady, I know you're here to learn, okay? So you don't have anyone to talk to. You are not in a position to pay for the guidance fee to be guided by Bella. Look for information than just dating someone blindly. Later, you'll cry. Yeah, because online dating streets is not safe at all. So poor guy, believed in Nice's friend, and in his head knew that I have this beautiful Tanzanian girlfriend that I plan to marry, and I will meet her one day and make our relationship a reality. Because when you meet in real life, that's when your relationship becomes a reality. Take it from online to real life. So I told you that Nice deleted Afro introductions after breaking up with the Canadian guy. Took a long break, and after that long break, still wanted a man. Was super lonely, looking at her twin sister, is married, all is going well, so had that push that I should too get married. I should find a guy, have a family of my own. That's how she found herself again on the dating apps and sites. Kept on trying and trying, nothing. Took a break again and decided to try real life. Tried real life, thought that had found someone who will marry her. The guy seemed to be, going on the marriage route. All of a sudden, things changed. The guy never wanted anything to do with Nice. So Nice was there, very, very disappointed, but decided to remain on the dating apps and sites. On her friend's side, with the American guy, all kept on going well. But now, Nice's friend came with an idea, wanted a huge amount of money from the American guy to open a beauty salon. So Talk to Nice was like, I want to pretend I got an accident, a very bad accident, that I'll be rushed to the hospital and I will remain at the hospital for 1 month without using my phone. So told Nice, I want you to help me with this plan. My boyfriend knows you, because sometimes could call on a video call and Nice could be there, so could greet him, as a friend. So I was like, my boyfriend knows you. I want you to call him and tell him that I got a very bad accident and I am at the hospital and money is needed. It's not possible to talk to me, not on a voice call, not even on a video call. And inside my room in the hospital, phones are not allowed. So what he should do, should send you the money for the treatment. At first, Nice said, no, I cannot do that. That is wrong. If you need money to open a business, why can't you say it, openly, that I would like you to help me open a beauty salon? The guy loves you, will support you, than you coming up with these crazy ideas. But the friend was like, please help me, you have been my friend and all that. Girl, she fell into her trap and accepted. So called the American guy and told him. The guy was super worried. So sent the money that the girlfriend told him to send, but he even sent more than what was asked, because was very worried and loved the girlfriend so much. So him sending all that amount of money wanted the girlfriend to get the best treatment so that can save her life.
I know.
Poor
I'm so sorry.
Nice,
I can't believe I
very,
did that.
very bad. And the next day, the guy sent a video clip, talking to the girlfriend, telling the girlfriend how sorry he is, about knowing that she got an accident, wishing her a quick recovery. He was even crying. Oh my God. It was so sad to watch, knowing that wasn't even sick, just wanted money from him. So begged Nice, I know you told me that phones are not allowed in the hospital, but try your best to show my girlfriend this video clip. Nice said, okay, no problem. So the act continued for the whole 1 month. And after 1 month, that is when Nice's friend told the boyfriend that is out of the hospital has returned back home. They kept on with their relationship, and Nice kept on being her friend, but kept on feeling bad of what the friend made her do. So the friend, yes, started her process of looking for a location where to open her beauty salon, even could take Nice along with her to look for the place, then started shopping for the equipment and eventually opened that beauty salon. On Nice's side, was still single, guys, so life kept on going as normal, and 3 months had passed from the time they had lied to the guy that the friend was sick. So one Saturday morning, receives a call from an American guy. Was actually worried, like, why is this guy calling me? So when she picked, the guy was like, I was trying to call your friend, my girlfriend, but her phone is not reachable. If you could reach her out in any way, tell her I am looking for her. I was like, okay, I'll try my best. So when the call ended with the American guy, she started looking for the friend, looked for her on the other number and phoned her. When they talked, the friend was like, right now I'm with my other boyfriend. Was like, girl, you're playing with fire. She was like, I don't care. Even if I lose him, I do not care. Yeah, after all, I don't love him, and she has her beauty salon already. Didn't need that American guy that much, whereby the American guy was desperately looking for her. So told her, okay, even if you don't want him, but switch on your phone and talk to him. Better confront him and tell him the truth. You no longer want him. Was like, no, I cannot tell him I don't want him. You never know when he will be needed, so I'll just keep him there. It was crazy, guys, very, very crazy, and I even feel embarrassed to narrate to you all this because I'm Tanzanian, and someone might come across this video and start getting scared, like, oh, I'm not going to date black women, I won't date Tanzanian ladies. No, guys, not every Tanzanian lady is like her. Not every black African woman on the dating apps and sites is like her. People are different, but when dating, watch them, the red flags. If a girl you're chatting to starts being inconsistent in the communication, that's a red flag, okay? Yeah. So Nice's friend later switched on the phone and talked to the American guy, and they kept on with their relationship. Then another weekend receives a call from an American guy. Nice was like, now what is happening? Why is this American guy calling me again? What did she do to him again? Yeah, so when she picked, the guy was calm and normal, sounded normal. Then told Nice, I had talked to Jennifer. Jennifer was Nice's friend, you know, the girlfriend to the American guy. So I had talked to Jennifer yesterday about the rent, and she told me they had increased her rent. I am supposed to send her money for the rent. Can you please remind me how much was her rent before? Because she told me they increased the rent. We talked yesterday, but now I cannot reach out to her. I want to know how much is her gas, you know, for the month. I also want to know the electricity bill for the whole month, how much it is. And without knowing, you know, without any malice, responded to him very well. Her rent is this amount, gas for the month costs this amount, and the electricity bill costs this amount. The American guy was like, okay, thank you so much. What I'll do, I'll just send her the money, and when she's online, we will talk. Appreciated. The day continued as usual, and that day did not hear at all from Jennifer. Then the next day, Jennifer calls her and tells her, you know what? My American guy broke up with me. She's like, broke up with you? How? What happened? Then Jennifer tells her, I don't know how he came to know. I lied to him about the amount of the money I pay for the rent. I lied to him about how much I pay for the gas, and electricity. I don't know where he found the information, because called me very angry and was like, Jennifer, why have you been lying to me? Why can't you be honest with me? Because I know how much you pay for the rent, I know how much you pay for the gas and electricity. How comes you've been asking me a different amount of money? So I told you from the start, I don't like lies. If you lie to me once, that's the end. I loved you so much, I had good plans with you, I wanted to marry you, but right now I'm so hurt. It's over. So because Nice is a good friend, is a good woman, did not pretend like, oh, I don't know where he found the information, because even giving that information, did not know that was giving the right information, which was the wrong information according to Jennifer. So told Jennifer, he called me yesterday and you were not available. So was asking me about your rent, gas, electricity, and I had to tell him. Oh my God. Jennifer was so angry at Nice. Like, why did you tell him? It was better if you could have just said, I do not know. Nice was like, there was no way I could say I don't know, whereby I know. So I just told him the truth, and Jennifer was like, you were not supposed to. So at first, yeah, I was very angry at her, but later thought about it and said, but you're right, because I never told you that I was lying to the guy about the amount of money I pay for the rent and all that. So this is not going to spoil our relationship. So they kept on being friends, her business going on, Nice working, and the story with the American guy just ended like that. Past 1 month, Nice tells you, remembers very, very well, it was on a Friday and was at work. Received a message from an American guy. The ex to Jennifer, her friend. So the American guy was greeting her, how she's doing, how is work. And she responded very well that work is going very good, and asked her what were her plans that evening. Was surprised, why is he asking me about my evening plans? But anyways, wanted to be nice. She's a nice lady, guys. So responded to him, was like, I don't have any plan for the evening. I'll just go home, make dinner for myself, watch TV, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening and sleep. Then the guy was like, what if I tell you I am in Dar es Salaam and I am staying at this hotel? Will you come to meet me? I would like to meet you, get to talk, as friends. And Nice was like, is this guy lying to me? In Dar es Salaam? How? Why didn't he even communicate? Is Jennifer aware of this? Anyways, responded to him, was like, yeah, that will be fine. I will come after work. So immediately when they stopped chatting with the American guy, she had to communicate to Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer, do you know that your ex is in Dar es Salaam and wants to meet me? Jennifer was like, you can go and meet him. I don't care. He's my ex, and that's it. So our girl goes home, prepares herself, dressed up nicely, and yeah, goes to the hotel where the American guy had told her was. Told her, you will find me at the restaurant out in the garden, seated, waiting for you. Yeah, so when arrived, recognized him because had seen him on a video call those days when he used to date Jennifer. So they greeted very well, a normal hug, as friends, and they started talking, the guy asking her, wanting to know more about her job. Then she told him about her life. They just went around Nice's life. He never asked about Jennifer at all. Then drops the bomb that actually I took a risk to come here to surprise you because I wanted to meet you in person. Talking to you at the time I was dating Jennifer, I saw that you are a good woman. I could feel that. So I wanted to come here myself and confirm. But yes, I had some fear in me. I might arrive here, you reject me, or find you dating someone. But Nice told him, no, I'm not dating anyone at all, and I'm surprised that you made this whole trip to come meet me. Yes, I never wanted to do like I did in my past relationship, like date you and then tell you I will come, then you start telling me, oh, you can't come, there is this, there is that. No, I wanted to come see you, look you into the eyes and tell you that I would love to date you. Oh my God. She was so shocked, but very, very happy. Like, God, you work in mysterious ways. Because even with Nice, deep in her heart, knew that that guy is really a good man. So they talked, started with drinks. After drinks, had dinner. Kept on talking and talking as if they knew each other for so long. Yeah, and it even got very, very late. The restaurant was about to close. So the guy suggested, we can go to my room, I can show you around. And tells you, do not have any fear, like, oh my God, what if this guy does something bad to me? Not at all. And I know some of you that are watching this video, you'll be like, Bella, you're here telling us she's nice. How can she go with a guy to his room? She just met a guy, it is the first day. Doesn't know very well this American guy. Yeah, she just felt like, let me follow him, to his hotel room. So they went to his hotel room and sat on bed. The guy suggested that they should watch a movie on his laptop because had come with a laptop. So she accepted and they started watching a movie together, their arms wrapped around each other. Like, a couple, a real couple. So watched the movie, and when the movie ended, guys, they started kissing and voila, naturally the goodies were shared. They enjoyed so much. Yes, both of them took a huge risk, but yeah, it is the way it is. So slept together, and in the morning took breakfast. After breakfast, requested to go see where she lives. Took him where she lives. They stayed together at her place, and then later went out for lunch, took him around, enjoyed each other's company. When evening came, again, they stayed together at his hotel. He never asked, but it just came naturally for her to keep on being with him because he asked her to be his girlfriend and accepted. So things kept on like that, them enjoying good times together that weekend, and on Monday was supposed to go back to work. Told him, he was like, he's very fine with it. She can go to work, and when she returns back from work, can join him at the hotel. So did that for the whole 1 week when the American guy was around. And after 1 week, he went back to America, but promised her to come back again so that can meet her godmother. With her father, it's not that she was in a very big fight with the dad. He did what he did, abandoning them when they needed him the most, but still was the dad. It's the dad that never wanted that close relationship with his kids. So even when the guy said, we'll come to meet the godmother, tells you to be honest, did not include the father in that list. Her plan was to call her twin sister in Nairobi so that at that time when the guy comes, finds her in Tanzania so that he can meet her whole family, people that are so important to her. So that was the plan. The guy left. They kept on communicating and started spoiling Nice more than the way could spoil Jennifer. Nice was really happy, but kept on telling herself needs to find time, sit down seriously and talk to Jennifer. Tell Jennifer that me and the American guy are dating. Yes, Jennifer had said doesn't care, she can go meet him, but never even called to ask, hey, did you meet him? You know, how is he? Nothing, guys. So she called Jennifer, was like, Jennifer, we need to talk. I need to sit down with you. I have something important to talk with you. Jennifer was like, fine, no problem. So the week they planned to sit and talk, Jennifer had met a new guy and they had traveled together to Dodoma. Dodoma and Dar es Salaam are two different cities, very far from each other. So that meeting did not happen, guys. Nice and the American guy, the relationship kept on going stronger. Tells you there was no any Afro cinema, nothing, guys. And because the relationship kept on going stronger, the American guy had introduced her to the most important people in his life. So his friends, his family knew that Nice is his girlfriend. You know, he's dating a Tanzanian lady by the name of Nice. So love was in the air, and then the American guy suggested Nice should look for him 5 acres of land because wants to buy that land, but not for himself, for Nice. Nice was so happy and told her, I am not going to send you the money to buy that land. When I come there the second time, we'll go together to buy that land. So Nice started looking for that piece of land and eventually found it and kept on communicating, building the relationship with the American guy. And after 3 months and a half, the American guy was again in Tanzania. Oh my God, she was so happy, very, very happy, guys, because this time was going to meet her family and had suspected the engagement was going to happen. So when he arrived the next day, they went to see that piece of land, and yes, he paid for it. After paying for it, she was so happy, oh my God. So after buying it, told Nice, I want to build a house here. And when the house is complete, I want your godmother to move here. Because at that time, Nice's godmother wasn't doing very well financially. Nice considered the godmother as her mother because took care of her. She is where she is because of her aunt and her godmother. So seeing her godmother wasn't in good condition, had a plan, yes, to help her out, but she had not yet arrived there. Now has found a guy and he's offering her that after the house is complete, can come and stay here. Because I want you with me in America, not here in Tanzania. Nice kept on being very happy. You can imagine, guys, over the moon. Then time came for them to travel, go to Kagera to meet the godmother and the twin sister who had come from Nairobi. So yeah, they went and welcomed him very well. They were so happy to meet him. Everyone was so happy for Nice because they knew the struggles Nice went through in her love journey. So on that introduction, that is when the engagement happened. Down on his knee and proposed. Nice said yes. Tells you it was the happiest day of her life. Yeah, so all went well. Returned back to Dar es Salaam, then went to Zanzibar for 1 week. Stayed in Zanzibar, enjoyed, had the best time of their lives, and then it was time for him to go back to America. Told her, this time around, it's you coming to America so that we can organize the wedding. So guys, fast forward, all kept on going well. He fulfilled his promise of building a house, 6 bedrooms. Nice's godmother moved
and this
in.
Is the front.
But guys,
It's
that
beautiful.
house has Nice's name. It is Nice's house, even if the godmother lives in that house, because the fiancé bought that land under her names. So guys, all this was happening, but the relationship between Nice and Jennifer had gone cold. Yeah, so they were not seeing each other that much, and Nice had never got a time to sit down and talk to her tell her what happened. But they used to live in the same place. Somehow Jennifer knew what was happening. But Nice said, before I travel to America, I must look for this girl and talk to her. Looked for her and told her, I must meet you. Please, let's meet. Accepted, met at a certain restaurant, had lunch, and after lunch, had to tell her everything. I'm now engaged to the American guy. Soon will be traveling to America. Tells you she was no longer the same Jennifer that used to say, I don't care, go see him, I will get another man. No. Jennifer was so hurt, started crying and accusing Nice that she stole her man. Guys, when did she steal her man? When? This is the lady that was playing games on this American guy. And even when they broke up, Nice kept on with her life. Never looked for that American guy and started saying we can date. Nothing. Nice explained and explained, but there was no way this girl was going to understand. Told her, you snatched my man, I thought you were my friend, you are not my friend at all. Even if he broke up with me, you were not supposed to date him. First of all, you are the reason why we broke up. If you didn't come in the picture, we were not going to break up. It went really bad, her saying very, very bad words to Nice, and Nice decided to just leave. And when reached home, called the fiancé was like, no, you shouldn't feel it's your fault that our relationship ended. You did not snatch me at all. And with time, I came to understand whom I was in a relationship with. Yes, I can't lie to you, I loved Jennifer when we were dating, but she was not real with me. So Jennifer said, okay, but that day was a bad day for her. The only thing felt like a relief is that communicated to Jennifer about the whole relationship with the American guy. Got her visa, traveled, arriving in America. He was at the airport waiting for her. They met, were so happy to meet again, and went home. Arriving home, his family, his friends were at his house waiting for Nice. Oh my God, she was so happy for such a warm welcoming. Really thanked God for everything. So yeah, tells you her stay was so good in America, treated her like a queen, could take her shopping, traveled to different places, to show her around, then started shopping for the wedding preparations. Eventually, the big day came. They were so happy, for that moment to arrive, because it's what Nice had wanted, prayed for, dreamt, and it's the same thing that the American guy wanted from the start. Even when he was dating Jennifer, his intention was to get married. So yeah, they had a civil wedding and later had a small wedding reception with few friends and his family. So after the wedding, tells you had to go back to Tanzania because had some few things to put together at work, handle over, then relocate to America, start living with her husband. Yeah, so came back to Tanzania and handled over everything and moved back to America. As I'm making this video right now, Nice is living her happily ever after in America. That is how Nice found love in a way that never thought. You too that is watching this video, I repeat, if your dream is to find the right guy, you will find him no matter what, no matter way. Just believe that. Keep trusting in God, keep trusting in yourself, keep being a good woman, no matter your past love relationship experience, no matter your past life history. So guys, let me hope you have learned something from this love story. Thank you so much for watching this video till now. Give it a thumbs up if you have liked it. Share it with your friends, family, everyone that you think will enjoy this video and learn something. Comment below what you think about this video. I would like to know. Until next time guys, I love you so much. You're always here in my heart. Ciao ciao. Mwah.